Hello and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video here on Space Lab Gaming. Again, I am your host Vince, also known as Chubbs, and we're going to get into a quick draft Zendikar Rising draft, of course, and see if we can come up with 7 wins today. I'm going to be using gold. I have exactly 5,000 from playing the daily challenges, so let's get right into it. So again, I'm going to make sure that the main mechanic that I'm going to be utilizing in this deals with the same thing. So the Swarm obviously deals with life gain, putting +1/+1 counters. We also have a destroy target creature with power 3 or less. I don't know if I've ever seen the construct before, so let's see. It was kicked. I really don't like the kicker mechanic. Enters the battlefield with +1/+1 for each non-basic land. Opponent controls, which isn't going to be very many in draft, of course. So I think that I'm probably just going to go with, looks like black is very open. This rogue gets +3/+0 as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard. I don't know if we're going to be milling. I don't know how much life gain, and for a 5-drop 3/3, if we don't have everything based around life gain, I don't think it's going to be the greatest. The Relic Axe, what does it do? Just gives +1/+1. So it has like the warrior mechanic more built into it. The Ox is landfall, but for a 5-drop, I'm not too impressed. This Cobra enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Each creature you control with +1/+1 counter has menace. The Constrictor's not bad at all. I just don't know. I mean, it has more of a potential to wheel than the Vanquish the Weak, so I think I'm just going to grab Vanquish the Weak and then go to the next pack. Okay, so we have a little bit of protection right here. We have another Swarm. We have some landfall triggers. I don't think I'm going to be in landfall. I believe Deadly Alliance is the pick that we're going to choose. We're probably going to start going into party mode here pretty soon. If it continues that way. So right here, this would be target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a card from it with converted mana cost 3 or greater. That player discards that card. Up to 2 target creatures get +X till the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures in your party. So no. If it was kicked, I don't like the kicker mechanic, honestly. I just usually stay away from it if at all possible. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature in your party. I mean, I guess if we're going to shift away from it and do landfall, we could always do Cleansing Wildfire. It just looks like there's a lot of kicker mechanics right now. I don't think any of this does much for me. I just have 2 kill spells right now. So it looks like I'm just going to see if I can get into some Rakdos. I just like the Cleansing Wildfire the best. Does not look like many other things are open. Mind Drain. I guess if we're going to start to go back into like a mill, but I could always go into a landfall here. I don't really want to go into 3 colors, to be honest. So I'd like to, for up to 2 basic lands, put them in the battlefield tapped. I guess if we're going to be doing more of that, we could just get away from the 2 kill spells. That I guess wouldn't be too terrible. So I think maybe, is that the play, or is then just the cat the play? So I believe it would just be the cat, right? Let's try something new. I picked the cat previously. Okay, I like the expert a lot, so I'm going to go with that, and then I'm going to go right into choose one or both. So Negua until end turn, a creature gets +1/+1. I think that I'm just going to go Seagate Colossus. I'm going to just try to go right into the party. I think that's the way I'm going to go with it. I'm going to see if I can do mono black party, but if not, then I have other routes I can take to get right into it. So there's a Crocodile. Here's a Cleric. Each player sacrifices a creature or Planeswalker. So that's another 3-drop. Here's a 2-drop Warrior. Let's see, so yeah, Warrior, Rogue, Cleric, Wizard. So there's a Cleric, there's a Warrior, there's a Wizard. And you may attach, okay, that's a Warrior mechanic there. So I just don't like the 2-drop This is just a 3/1 without having other abilities to it. So I think I'm just going to grab this Demon's Disciple. I'm still just pretty much in mono black. I'm never going to take this because it's just best of 1. I don't really like the Ox. I think I'm just going to grab another Cleansing Wildfire just in case I need to get into something else. Oh, so the Constrictor wheeled around, which is great. I guess for more landfall triggers. There we go. This is more of the kicker mechanic. It'll gain haste. I don't think anything's really that good, but I'm just going to grab this just in case I want to go into a black-blue. Vampire Warrior, I guess. I'd rather counter than have that. Cleansing Wildfire and whatever else they have. So pack 2, pick 1. I am 1,000,000% always grabbing the Luminarch Aspirant. Its ability is just next to none. That is literally the one of the best cards in the set in my opinion. Just the ability to put continuous +1/+1 counters on what you have without even like a second thought is actually pretty strong to me. Oh no. It's going to be one of these two. If I want to splash blue, it's probably going to be this if we're going to stay in the lines of the party mechanic. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. It's a good thing that that's the route I was taking more or less. If this was kicked, return target instant sorcery card. It is a 2-drop. It is a wizard. There's also a vampire rogue. An opponent's creature gets -X/-X until the end of turn, where X is the amount of creatures in your party. That also works. Let's see what I want to do. Instant sorceries or what is it, wizard? No, I can just get another constrictor, right? Let's see, and then that's the +1/+1s. No. It's probably going to be one of these two, to be honest. I really want to take another restrictor, but I think that the computer doesn't value the constrictor, so I will probably... Actually, I'm just going to do the constrictor. I feel like it's a solid 3-drop. It's something that I'd rather go with than not. And let's see, the Relic Vial. Sacrifice creature, draw a card, as long as you control Cleric. Relic Vial has whenever this creature control dies, when it loses a life and you gain a life. Not so much, I think. Unless you're really desperate at the end to just block and then sack it to draw a card. So maybe now just grab the Silencer. Or maybe the Skulker at this point. Kind of just forcing the issue. That I don't even know if it really needs to be forced. But again, I could put a +1/+1 counter, which creates other creatures to have menace. Or I could just vanquish the weak again. I think I'm just going to grab another kill spell there, which is fine. Whenever you gain a life, opponent loses a life. Target creature control gains indestructible 10 out of turn. Draw a card if that creature had a +1/+1 counter on it. So maybe we just start going into counters. Is that what we kind of need to do at this point? 3-drop, 2-drop. We don't have a 1-drop, and so Seagate, the Warrior, is good. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library in any order, and lose 2 life. Nope, I think I'm just going to grab another Oblivion's Hunger to protect my creatures. I guess tap and draw. I don't know if that'll actually make the deck. Again, this probably will not. I like the utility knife. It's helped me out in way more situations than the Kite has. And then negate, of course, because we could be splashing blue. And we can move on. Okay, although the Nighthawk Scavenger looks good without having like a Ruin Crab or something else to facilitate all of the... I don't think I could pass it up, though, honestly. This creature gains is when this creature dies, return to the battlefield. This control is tapped. I think I just have to take the Scavenger. It is the best card in the pack if you're I mean, it is flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. I put 1/1/1 on it, and it has Menace as well. Okay, I think Deadly Alliance. I like Spoils of Adventure, but I think it's just gonna wheel back. I just would rather have a kill spell here in this instance. Yep, and that's kind of what I'm gonna go with. If I can keep it to 2 colors, then awesome. If not, then that's just kind of my bad. I'd rather take the Warrior Blade Master and then try to get some more utility knives and some other things that attach, to be honest. So there's another utility knife, and then I'm hoping maybe this wheels back around, or even maybe another Seagate Colossus. So this will be back around for sure. This may be back. I'm just going to take a Seagate Colossus. Okay, maybe the Smite. Or I could just do 3 Seagate Colossus. And there's Rogue, Cleric, Warrior, Rogue, Cleric, Warrior, Rogue, Cleric, Warrior. I think the last thing I just need would be a Wizard, correct? To make this a 3-drop. So, what I want to do... I actually don't have anything in the 4-drop slot, so I'm just going to grab that really quick. So let's see what else there is. Target opponent mills 2. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to go with there. I have a lot. I have hecka 3 drops. Opponent loses 4. I'll probably just grab this for the sake of it being also a land. And then I don't think I can grab the Colossus at that point, can I? +1/+2, kicker mechanic. Yeah, just grab another Seagate Colossus, I would assume. Pressure point, I really don't like it as much, but let's just grab the spare supplies. Control wizard, so I don't have as many wizards, of course. There we go, another utility knife. Just gonna throw this over here, and I guess throw another one there. So with what we do have, I'm not going to use the Spoils of Adventure as much as I would probably like to. I'm not going to. Probably take a pressure point out. I'll probably take an Oblivion's Hunger because I don't have many things to put +1/+1 counters on. And then the rest is actually pretty good, I believe. Maybe take one of the Seagate Colossus out and then be at 41. There's not much other draw ability. Take another pressure point out, actually. And I think my only draw ability is in the spare supplies. So hopefully it works out. And let's get right into game number 1. So again, what we're trying to do here is just stick with the plan of creating the party and then getting benefits off of the party. So I have 2, so turn 2, spare supplies. So I actually have 1 draw, 2 draw, 3 draw, and a tap land. So I'll keep 7, and I'll actually just throw the tap land down turn 1, just so I don't miss anything. Turn 2 will be Plains and Luminarch Aspirant. We have to start putting the +1/+1 counters on early, because if we do not, it will not be good. So it is a Cleric. So when the Rogue comes in, I'll actually have them reveal 2 cards, and I'll be able to ping one of them. Okay. But do I want to do that now, or do I want to just put a +1/+1? So actually, let's just put a +1/+1 on this, and let's just attack in. I feel like they know it's going to grow. I have to just play this because I want to get things out of their hand. So they have to reveal 2 things. And so I believe it's going to be more of a land and something else. Okay, so don't really care for this all too much. I guess Sizzling Barrage is going to be a better one for me. They're going to have to start attacking at some point, and I don't want to be caught with my pants down when they use the Sizzling Barrage. Okay, so Scorch Rider has haste due to this. I'm just going to keep it because I need it as part of the party. And then I'm just going to kind of go from there. So, I'm going to play land, power 3 or less. So I could always just put a +1/+1 there, and then kind of be done. Or is this just a 2/3 right now? And when that goes in, it also adds to this. So then I'm just going to put a +1/+1 on this, and then it gains menace. I could just do it that way too. So that's what I'll probably do. So this will come in with 2 +1/+1s. Then I'll get a +1/+1, and they both have menace. Now all 3 of my creatures that are in play currently have menace, and they really have to think about whether or not they want to attack. The reason in doing so, okay, so now they're just like looking for an out. I don't know if they really have one at this point. So all 3 of these have, yep, they are out of outs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I'll do 8. No blocks. So I could be doing 8 right now. This also comes in as 3/3. I could just kill spell this right now. But I think I'm just going to wait, to be honest. I think I'm going to put the +1/+1. They don't have any black mana, so they don't have something like Vanquish the Weak. So I don't know if I have to play around that really. But yeah, sure. Let's put an expert. I'll attack in. It auto kicks in. This only costs, okay. Trying to think. I think I missed my land drop here, but that's okay. What I'm probably going to have to do, I'm just going to create a bigger board state. So it pretty much forces the hand to kill this so they can block, or kill this so they can't put a +1/+1 counter. So I actually have 2 ways of winning. If they destroy this, then these things have menace, and I can just kill one of their things. Or hopefully if just kill one of their things, to be honest, and then get in. So we only need 1 on the ground and then the scavenger up top. So that's the whole line of play. If they kill this, these things still have menace. If they kill this, this thing grabs a +1/+1 counter and I win anyway. So they're going to pretty much have to have maybe 2 removal spells. And unless they have the fight mechanic with the green and something to deal with just direct damage to one of these, then I don't believe they have the ability. So colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. Alright, good game. So that was our game 1. 1, 2, moving up in tiers. I rarely play the competitive. I usually play traditional just to get more gems. So playing quick draft is a little bit different for me, but we're going to get right into game number 2. So if we look back and say, hey, what worked for us in game number 1, and what lines of play worked, obviously we have a lot of 3 drops, so we have to be very aware of what we're going to be doing. And I think it's going to be almost the same line of play here. So it's going to be tap land, plains, Luminarch Aspirant, swamp, and then just play probably the Sky Dancer first. No, maybe the Skulker, and then I can always flash in the Sky Dancer, but then I want to make sure I'm utilizing my mana efficiently. Zoth, Bloodbog. Alright, let's get after it. So I'm going to play this in tapped and pass turn. Of course, our next lines of play, I'll just put in order. Plains, Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, Plains, Luminarch Aspirant. The next turn is going to be Swamp. And it's going to have to be one of these 2. I may... Oh, there we go. So actually it's going to be Swamp and then the Constrictor. So the Constrictor comes into play. I'm going to give a +1/+1 to the Aspirant and then pass turn. So they both have now Menace and 2 +1/+1 counters. Okay, the Mammoth is in play. But again, they both have Menace. So I'll probably just give another +1/+1 there. They'll automatically go through. And then instead of ending turn, I could just do Spare Supply and the Skulker, but I believe what I just need to do, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can get in with 9 essentially if I play this now, because I can give it a +1/+1, and then I can pretty much just auto get in. So that's what I think I'm going to do here, and then I'm just going to use the supply to draw a card, which is fine. So it's going to be Swamp, and then I'm probably going to just either put this in or kill spell something so that they all just automatically go in. So realistically, I don't think it would be smart for them, to just attack in. Yeah, they're going to have to kill the Constrictor somehow. So there's no rogues in play currently. So again, this is actually a really tough decision, because do you go for the Aspirant that's actually putting +1/+1 counters on everything, or the thing that when they have the +1/+1 counters, they gain menace? And so realistically, I really wouldn't know what you would want to do. If it were me, then okay, that's fine. They'd have to just pass the turn then right now. Okay, so they did. So what I'm actually going to do is play this. I'm going to destroy the Mammoth. When it gets to here, then I'm going to put a +1/+1 here. Attack in with everything and get them down to 2. End turn, and then probably at their end step, going to sack this, draw a card. So sorry, Lopan. Thank you so much for playing, and have a good one. So now we are 2-0. Yes, we are in the bronze tier, but we need to do something to start playing in order to get up to the higher tiers anyway. And of course, I like taking free gems. So we're at 200 gems now, 2 wins, 0 losses. Let's get into game number 3. Okay, so what do we have here? This isn't the best starting hand, but we can do something turn 2 and draw a card, and then we can get the Constrictor down on turn 3. We have been very fortunate enough to get the Aspirant 2 turns in a row, or 2 games in a row, I'm sorry, not 2 turns in a row. So this game may be a little bit more prolonged. So let's do this, and then just end turn. I don't want to play the Utility Knife now then, because it's a 1 +1/+1 to just auto attach. Okay, so when it comes into play, I'm just going to throw the Constrictor down right now. I really don't want to use the Disciple. So let's see. Let's throw this down. Let's throw the Utility Knife down. It'll give it a 3/3, and then it'll just get auto in. And then, okay, end turn. So hopefully they just trigger this before combat. Percentage combat. Okay. Another Cleric gains lifelink till the end of turn. So we're actually just going to tap this right now, so they can't really do anything at all. And then pass turn. So I'll throw this down. And then, okay, yep, I'm just going to get in, honestly, with this. Because it has Menace, so they can't really do anything anyway. And then I'm going to pass turn. So I guess what I'm thinking about this Demon's Disciple, right? If we really think about it, I have one drop, I believe. And so that'd probably be the only viable thing that I would sack to kill one of their creatures. But essentially they're choosing which one. So I'll go to my turn. What is this, just a 2? I could just give it indestructible. So I guess I'm just going to do it this way. And then if they block with 2, nope, they're just going to let it through. Okay, so I'll just play this. I know it's only a 2/3, but that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll hold up the indestructible until the end of turn. So you gain 2 life for each creature in your party. What is it? Aren't these all just the same? Cleric? Oh, so 2, so 4. Okay. Anytime you gain life for the first time, you create some cats. Hey kitty cat, hey kitty cat, won't you help me out? I guess my turn. Let's see. So I'm just gonna get in with this. So I'm gonna gain 2 life. And then I'm just gonna kind of leave it, honestly. So if I can get up to 1 more mana and just start dropping 7/5 bombs, I'm totally cool with it. Nothing else has lifelink. That's fine if you want to start pinging in for 5 at a time. It's cool with me. Yep, that's fine. Realistically, they're only up 1. Okay, that's fine. See you later. Okay, so we can actually do this now. So I'll play this. Play the Disciple. Right? Is that what we want to do? Or is that not what we want to do? No, that's not what we want to do. I think we want to just attack in first. Because if I were to kill that, so there's a rogue, there's a warrior, and there's a cleric. So 1, 2, So they're just going to let it all just go through. So I gain, and then I'm just going to actually pass turn. So I really want to use this for the Constrictor. Okay. Target creature gains indestructible till end of turn. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. I think they're all just going to be buffed, maybe? That's fine. So I'm just going to create some cats. Create a cat, my turn. Okay, so if I put 3 to this, or +1/+1 to this, or I can just do this so everything gets +1/+1. And then they'd actually just... What to do. 3, 6... Yeah, giving them... what do I want to do? Maybe just attack in with the Scavenger. Get them down to 6, and then just play one of the Seagate Colossus. So just throwing 2 7/5 downs a turn. It's 2 7, or so a 7/5 for a 5 of any color. It's pretty solid. It's gonna allow them not to want to attack, and if they attack with a protector, they're gonna give it. They're gonna give it lifelink, so they're gonna be back up to 11. Wow. So I guess I just don't want them to do that anymore, huh? Because they can simply block with the cats to the Seagate Colossus. Yeah, which is fine. And I don't have any way of dealing with that. So their board is just going to keep growing. So Warriors control who have it. Something attached. So I think at this point I'm just going to destroy this. Right? And then I'm going to get in with these 2. This has Menace. They're going to block with 3 cats here, I would assume. Yep, and then I'm just going to use Oblivion's Hunger on this, and then I get to also draw a card, and that's a land, which is nice. So 1, 2, 3, I gain 3, and then I'm going to play the Plains down. So again, you can see how much longer without the Luminarch Aspirant the games go. So, okay, they have a Cat Beast. I think at this point in the game, the Utility Knife just auto has to go onto the Scavenger, and then I just have to start getting in, because that's about the only line of play that I have. So they're going to give that, make that a 3/3. So attacking in, really for me, I don't think makes much of a difference. and we will be just letting that through. We're still above our starting life total, which is great. Then I still have 3. So I think I'm just going to destroy that so they can no longer gain any life. Put the utility knife on the scavenger, and then I'll just attack in with the scavenger for 4. Gain the 4 life, and then pass the turn. So they can no longer make any cats. They can't gain any more life. This getting +1/+1 is fine. Yep. I mean, you're going to need to do something more than what you're about to do. I would assume... I don't think they can really do anything here, so I guess here and here. Maybe Sizzling Barrage to the Constrictor. Okay, that's fine. So I have 18. Just to be safe, I'm going to mill him too. Yep, becomes a 6/4. And then just get in there. Okay, well done. So the Nighthawk Scavenger, I'm lucky I didn't pass it up. You know, it keeps growing, so it's not like when I play it, whatever's in the bin or the graveyard, that it triggers the additional X to what its power is. It's literally as the game goes on, which is awesome. So 3 wins, 0 losses. Let's get into game number 4. Maru. Nice. I have the Aspirant, but I don't have the mana for it. But guess what? We're going to do it anyway, because we have at least a draw. We have 2 draws before our turn 2. So there's draw 1. So I'm actually just going to play this tapped. And then pass the turn. Okay. So that didn't do it. We got spare supplies. So another draw. We need a plains. Okay. The expert will allow us to discard 1 card from our opponent's hand. Okay, so they're going to attack in for 3. Okay, still nothing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the expert in play. They're going to have to reveal something from their hand. Right? Equal to the number of creatures in your party. So I would assume just a land if they can. I only have 1, so whatever they reveal is going to the bin. Excuse me. So right now it looks like... Okay. So they're going to be landfall and... Okay. So I'm just going to put a utility knife down now in order to utilize my mana efficiently. So it's now at 2/3. So land attack. I don't even know if I would block, to be honest. I just don't think it's worth blocking. Because once I get the Aspirant in play, we should be good to go. So I think I'm just going to put on the expert. Yep. And then just attack in. Then I'll probably just trigger spare supplies on their end turn. So I'm going to pretend to hold up Vanquish the Weak. I'm going to end the turn and pass to my opponent. Okay, and they're going to attack in. I would assume. Tap target creature, doesn't untap. Okay. That's fine. So now, this is the point where the one rogue that I have that when it comes into play I can sack to sack is good. I always have to wait. I get pretty impatient with drawing and trying to get what I need. So let's do that right now. Resolve. Draw a card. It's another swamp. My turn. Okay. End turn. Pass. So I'd assume, okay. Creatures control get +1/+1 to that end of turn, so they're going to play that and then a land. I'm just going to kill the squid because I can. Squid! See you later, squid. The Jerboa. So I'll put the, another rogue into play. So I really need the cleric and the warrior to be triggered in. So actually I'm just going to take one of these and put it on the Skulker, because if this gets, it needs pretty much 2 land drops to do anything. So it looks like our opponent's slowing down a little bit more right now, which is a good sign for us because we do not have a plains. Okay, cool. And again, we do not have a plains. I hope this doesn't go back to bite me because I didn't input another utility knife on it. I misplayed there. Sorry, everybody. So I guess at this point, because I misplayed, I'm not going to switch the utility knife over at this time. Gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. Okay, sweet. They just replenished their entire hand, and now we're back to even. I thought I was getting somewhere. Okay. So, creature or planeswalker. That's fine. So, gonna put a Drake into play because of the kicker. And they're gonna go probably from there. Land, it gets +1/+1. As many Drakes as they're going to create, I don't want them to have a landfall trigger with a ton of 3/3 Drakes. So this is kind of where I'm going to be at. So I'm going to do this again. And then I'm just probably going to pass turn. And then the Sky Dancer is going to mill them for an additional 2. So if they have any draw ability, I'm probably going to just try to mill beforehand. Yeah, I'm probably just going to kill them with the Sky Dancer. Just trade 1 for 1. So target opponent mills 2. They'll be down to 20. And then I will destroy the Drake. So the hard part about the Roost of Drakes. So they kick it again. So it's a 4/5 and a 2/2 Drake. Oh, thank goodness. So let's see what we have here. So essentially what we want to do is not let them get any bigger here. So I hate to say it, but I have to hold off on the Aspirant. So I think I'm just going to attack in with this. If they trade, I'm cool with it. If they don't, then I just get in for 2 damage. I'm not going to be able to block their Drakes anyway. And then I'm just going to do Smite the Monstrous. It's actually a pretty cool artwork. Just utilizing his staff. Okay, cool. Yep, I'm just going to use it now. Sometimes I miss hit and I click too early, so instead of waiting around, I'm just going to kill that creature off now. Okay, put 3 cards in their hand. So they're down to 16. Quite a bit. The Sky Dancer helped do some work. Okay, and they got pretty much one of the best cards in the set. So let's see what else we're going to be able to do here. So I'll just play this. I'll put this onto this. And then trigger this and give the Skulker another +1/+1. Get in for 4. So they're going to be getting in for 5 every turn. As of right now. So if they have one more kicker spell, then they pretty much create another Drake and then they rule the air, per se. I guess one thing that I was thinking about that I probably could have done a little bit better was once the Sky Dancer came in, instead of trading with the Drake, Could wait until the next turn, put both utility knives on it, and then its toughness would have been 3. And then once we got the Aspirant, then just keep pumping it and then being able to block everything in the air. If someone else wants to read. Okay, so the Relic helped out, and then they have more removal. So this is not looking so hot for us right now. But we can... nope, not looking good at all. So yeah, we actually needed a removal there, and we didn't get it. So that would be the game for us. So we didn't have the planes early enough, and if we would have, I'm pretty much under the understanding that we would have probably been in a better position, or more than likely won the game. I was also the one to state that I didn't want to do much in terms of I always forget to put the sleeves on, but I didn't want to lose the ability to have the Aspirant already in my hand, and I didn't think it would take like 5 or 6 draws in order to draw planes out of my deck. Again, we're almost in the same exact situation, except for we don't have spare supplies to bail us out. But again, I can still play the Skulker turn 2 and hope we can get a land. So I thought I may have learned from the previous match, but I guess not. Plains. Okay, another swamp. Sweet, 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 sweet. Sweet, sweet victory, yeah. This Blight Blade is going to be actually pretty annoying. I'll just sack it to the Skulker. Probably. Turn 2, Aspirant, 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 and Constrictor. No. Come on, game. It's going to be a turn 3 Constrictor, and then I'm just going to hold the 2 kill spells, which is nice. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Holding both kill spells, getting the Constrictor down next turn, unless we want to do the Luminarch. Okay, it's not looking so good right now. So just going to grab the Constrictor and play the Constrictor down, and then pass the turn. Yeah, I'm just going to pass here. It's a pretty even match, and I have more in my hand. But again, I said that the last turn, and then they just replenished their hand like 3 times. And card advantage is always going to have the advantage. Sounds pretty redundant when I say it like that, but yeah. So again, draw ability, anything that's going to keep sifting through your deck to find your bombs. I believe one of our bombs is in our hand currently, but the issue is not that. The issue is no blocks. The issue is not having the correct lands to play specific spells. Okay, well. Gonna just play the Nighthawk Scavenger. This says Death Touch, this has Menace. So, just gonna get in for 2. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on creatures you control, if it's in your graveyard, put skeleton on the top of your library. Okay, cool. Sure, just get rid of it. Put this to a 3/3. And just grab another one. So, I'm going to see what we can do here. And play... I think I'm just going to play this and then Vanquish the Weak on top of this, and then just get in for 6. So get in for 6, gain 4. So back up to 20, 2014. So they're going to have to remove the Nighthawk Scavenger. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant or sorcery card from among them. Put it into your hand. Did they just whiff? They just whiffed. Top 6 whiff. Wow. And then pass turn. Then I could probably just kill it with Deadly Alliance. Hallelujah. 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 So I'm just going to keep buffing the Scavenger up, I would assume, and just attack in for 8. Even if they flash something in, I have the kill spell for it. So end turn. Yeah, the Aspirant, Luminarch Aspirant is good. This time it didn't bite us because our opponent could not replenish. They whiffed on this. They drew a couple cards and that's about it. Okay. So they return this to my hand. Can I get 6 damage in though? This is kind of what I'm looking at right now. Can I get 6 damage total in right now? So I'll take the 5. I'm fine with it. I just don't believe that I can get 6 damage in. Can they play something? Probably still going to just use it to kill it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because they popped this in, I couldn't kill it. Okay. So I guess I'll play this. Play this. Give it to itself. Attack in, down to 2. Oh, and the Blade Master has double strike. So 1, 2, 3 things have menace, and the Scavenger is in the air. So they're gonna have to remove pretty much the Constrictor from. You have to kill the Constrictor. So even if they use Vanquish the Weak, 1, 2, 3, then they only have 2 more to deal with the one in the air. Because what that would do is, okay. Oh yeah, see that was it. If they could kick it. Bummer. So I'm just gonna play this now. Play this. I guess they could have tapped this land too. They did actually have enough. Destroy the 5/5. I think this should be just about it. I don't see much that they could do to stop this. Oh, yeah. So they kind of just killed themselves. Nice. Cool. So I think we are 4-1, I believe. Claim the prize. Yep, we are 4-1. So let's get into game number 5. So again, I didn't listen to myself, but it panned out because we got the planes earlier and our opponent had nothing to answer with. So if you see, the only thing that I would say with playing the Aspirant turn 2, pros are you get more +1/+1 counters across the board, so it's harder for decks that, you know, utilize Vanquish the Weak or just deal specific amounts of damage to kill it, but removing creatures or destroying target creatures doesn't matter. So they're going to target it early and there's no way of me getting it back. So that's like the negative about playing it earlier, is because they know it, they see the threat early, and then they can deal with it with whatever removal that they do have. Seems like the only time I lose in these sets is against that enchantment Drake. I want to call it Drake Haven, but it's not. It's like Roost Drakes or something. But yeah, it seems like I fall to that pretty hard in most of the matches that I play. Every other match, I find a way out somehow. But that is one that's a little bit more difficult. So again, there are a couple 3-drops here. And this is pretty much just a 3-drop removal. I really don't like this hand all that much. I'm just going to mulligan, actually. But yeah, see, now so I'm just going to keep and just going to take away that, because then this stuff is all removal, and then I can play a 2-drop. So that's exactly where I'm going to be at. There we go. Alright, turn 2 and Skulker in play. We still have turn 3, Vanquish the Weak. So again, it's another kicker deck. Let's just get in with that and pass turn. So we have kill spell, kill spell, kill spell. So we have 3 kill spells right now. Can our 2/2 Skulker get it done? Okay. I really don't want to kill that, but then I'm not going to be able to get in with anything. So that's fine. I'll just destroy it. They're going to gain a life. Cool. Play it. Put it on the Skulker. Now getting it for 3 at a time. And pass turn. Put him on almost like a 6-turn clock now. Come on. Nice. And they get the +1/+1. Cool. So I guess I'm just going to go quick here. I'm not even playing logical magic. It's just use all my kill spells as quickly as possible and then go. Like, I could have waited there, and then once they played the land and it turned into 4-3 or 4-5 or whatever it would have been, then you smite the monstrous, but I think I'm good right now. I think I just need one more land, and then Seagate Colossus comes in and deals with pretty much anything that they can throw at me, unless they just use a tap spell. I think there's an enchantment that taps it and keeps it tapped and loses its abilities. An Aspirant would be nice right now. Okay, so they just took it. Alright. And then I pass turn. So they just have my Skulker now. They have my 3/3 Skulker. Does it say all attachments come with it? It doesn't. It's kind of odd. Okay, so I have 2 7/7 or 2 7/5 7-drop Artifact Golem Warriors. And now I'm just getting pinged to the face by 5 a turn. Okay, so he has a Skulker, a Stalker, and a Stalker. Okay, so now I can just start pinging these down. It can't be blocked this turn. This ability costs 1 less for each creature in your party. So rogues, so they only have 1 in their party. So I think they just have to tap pretty much out. So then one of these gets to be a 3/3. I guess I'm just going to start attacking in. How do I... After the Skulker dies, does the utility knife come back to me? Can't remember. Or does this whole thing stay? I mean, if I were them, obviously you're going to attack with a Skulker and a Stalker, and then I would just trigger the Stalker. So you're getting in with 6 still, so you put me on a 2-turn clock. And then I have to say, oh, do I want to block this with the Seagate Colossus? And my answer right now is probably yes. Which is pretty sad, but maybe they don't see the line of play. So you're going to make a copy, okay, of the Skulker. Yep. So my answer is yes. I can't go down anymore, so That's where I'm at. Yep, so I do get the utility knife back. So I'm going to do this. When the warrior comes in, this costs 1 less. And then I'll play the Colossus. And pass turn. Yep, so they're going to mill, tap it. It doesn't tap until after my next turn. So they could really just essentially get in right now with everything. I mean, if I were them, you get in with everything. You don't even wait. Okay, so yeah, they just grabbed an instant or sorcery again, and there's no point in me continuing to play, because they're just going to take this and then get in again, and I don't have anything to stop them. So, okay. Going to go into the next game. So that was actually game number 6, right? 4, 5, 6, yep. So I need 3 more wins. So is there anything that we can do to tweak the deck at all? No. I don't like Smite the Monstrous. But I will say I'll get another pressure point, I guess, just as a draw ability. And then be done. So let's see if that one change helps a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to win the game or anything, but I could use some more draw ability, especially with all of our starting hands. Shrooms 32. Okay. So we had turn 2 double strike and some removal. We do have the plains. We have a swamp. I guess let's get into it. So they went down a card, didn't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't they have to discard? Or put to the bottom, I'm sorry. I think they do. And then in that case, I'll turn to Blade Master. Cool, cool, cool. So got the Blade Master down and pass turn. Okay. Cool, cool. I'll do this. Get in for double strike. And then the Constrictor. Hopefully we get the Aspirant, and then we can play it in. This gets +1/+1, and then it comes in for 4, and it has Menace. That would be the ideal next card off the top. Okay, it's not, but what we can do is we can just remove it, and then get in for 4. Yeah, I guess I could have just tapped it down, and then drawn a card, but I guess I'll just do it with whatever they play here. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to tap this down first to see if I can draw something. And then I didn't, and then I can just get in for 4 again. But I'm just going to remove it, actually. I'm going to be greedy here. I'm just going to try to get in for as much damage as possible and off the rip. This doesn't have lifelink or anything, so it's just a 4/3 vampire warrior. So I'm assuming they're just going to get in with it. And then next turn I can drop the Seagate Colossus after I get in. That's fine. So I'll drop the Colossus, no attacks, and pass turn. And then the next turn, just another Seagate Colossus, put it down, attack in with this one, and then pass turn. Actually attack in first, right? The Aspirant would be really nice here, just because I can put, as soon as I put a +1/+1 on this, I feel like it's pretty much, I mean, then I can just kill off something, right? Wow. And then they just replenish everything. Okay, and they gain and I lose. That is totally fine. So I'll just put another Seagate Colossus in and say pass turn. They can't attack in if I just have a wall of these Seagate Colossi. Okay, so let me see if I tap down one of these now. Okay. I'll just play the Constrictor. Doesn't matter what order, I don't believe. Let me just get in with both Colossi. So that's 14 and 5, so 4, 5. 4, 5. That's fine. They can kill both of them, but they have to wipe their entire board. Right? Oh no. The bandit. See, sometimes I just get in too quickly. Okay, maybe they don't see it. Unless they're going to trigger that. But even if he triggers this, it's not going to make a difference. It's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, doesn't really matter. That triggered ability has already happened. Yeah, they'd still both die. It's down to 6. This has Menace. This is Double Strike. This is an auto in. Touch strike creature you control. It's +2/+2 flying and first strike. So let's draw a card here with spare supplies. Cool. Just gonna actually do it that way. Yep, and I was going to put it on this, but I have to put it on this to save the Seagate Colossus and kill off that. So they're going to equip it to this now. So now this has first strike. So I have pretty much 2 draws to get something. So let's put the Expert in first. So they have to reveal. Yeah. And then I draw a card. Okay. No attacks. End turn. So I gain 4 and they lose 4 for the consumption. So I'm just going to play this. And then pass turn. End turn. Yep. I mean, if they can somehow gain life, regardless if I played this last turn or my next turn, I think we're okay. Yep. And good game. Sweet. Victories, yeah. Ranking up all the way. So, again, we started with 500 gold, and we are still making more gems. So let's claim. Oh, I still have 2 more games. So 650 in a pack right now. Let's see if we can get to 950 in 2 packs. So going into game number 8, trying to get 6th win. Let's see if this one will be an actual quick one, or if we're still going to have to keep grinding and figuring some things out in different lines of play. There's one instance I can remember where I misplayed and I could have won, but the other one was they had the Enchantment Drake and I couldn't do anything because I didn't have a Plains. All right. Are now brown cow. How now brown cow. I'm actually just going to roll with this, to be honest. This is a very simple hand, honestly. Not much disruption or anything, but these are obviously these just have menace. So it's kind of what I'm going to roll with right now. There we go. The Skulker turn 2. Don't have another rogue yet. But, okay. So there's a kill spell. Gonna get in. Get the Constrictor in. Pass the turn. They're gonna 3-drop. Okay. That's fine. It's this. Put 2+1/+1 counters on it. So that'll just get in. And then I'll just put another Constrictor in play. So 2 things with Menace. Both 2/2s. Demon's Disciple is probably going to be my next turn play, and I'm just going to sacrifice itself, which is fine. They're not going to attack in. I will play this. I'll play the Disciple. I'm going to sacrifice itself. And then get in. Yeah, I would only have 2 toughness, and I just get in with the Skulker as well. So they'd be down to 10. Okay, cool. I'm going to play this, put it on one of the Constrictors. Play this, destroy that. This will go up to 3, I believe. These 2 auto get in. And pass the turn. Oh, type of... Cards and graves only have the characters with their front face. 1 plus the number of card types. So they're both just creatures. Okay, so they have a 4/4. Let's see what we can do. So what I am going to do is I'll take this, put it on this. Right? Because if I just do this, then I can only attack in with this and this. Or if I still attack in with everything, they just got to double block this. So I still get in for 4, and then they only have 3 left. Yeah, just attack in with everything. They're just going to double block this. I'm actually going to kill the Reach, because I have this in the air. So then play the Scavenger, and then I can just attach a utility knife to it next turn. So play a land and gain a life. Is that what's happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only a 5. Okay, and then pass turn. Okay, cool. So then attach the utility knife, attach the utility knife to the Scavenger, attack in, and have a nice day. Does that have reach? Didn't even read it. See? So now it's a 6/1 though. So I have 24 versus 4. They're going to play a land in play. Okay, cool. Are now brown cow. And we're going to go into the final match of the Quick Draft Zendikar Rising. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the content. Again, we do a monthly sealed pack giveaway. This month will be for Zendikar Rising. All you have to do to enter is subscribe, click that like button, and comment below. Faber. I'm going to mulligan, actually. I want to put myself in the best position possible to win this. Okay, so don't even have a turn 1. And then this turn 2. Okay, cool, cool. Spare supplies. I was trying to hope I could get the Aspirant, but they're just going to start milling us. So get the spare supplies down, maybe get the Constrictor down. Okay, that did not help out. So they're going to put a land, mill 3. Don't be a land. Okay, sweet. Honestly, that helped me more than it hurt me. Cool. This is actually... I probably should just use the spare supplies again, but that's okay. And then they have to reveal. Mill 2 of my cards. Okay, so I get rid of the other one and pass turn. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's one land. Wow. So, let's see. I need another warrior, huh? Oh, wow. So they are going to just be able to mill me, huh? I really don't... I didn't need it for anything else. So there's 2... Yeah, let's just put the constrictor down now. And then if we really need a land next turn, I can just click this. If we don't get it, then put the utility knife down. If we do get it, then the blade master goes down. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm down to 18. Wow. Some scary stuff here now. I'm gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. Okay. So I'll just play that. Maybe just play this on the constrictor. And then just draw a card. Or we can just mill them too and then chump block, maybe? Or are we're actually just going to need to kill them and their life total. So they're going to attack in for 2. I don't think they've gotten rid of the Aspirant yet, so let me just check something. So I'm actually going to draw instead because I need that card. I need that in the plains. Oh my goodness. So either way I would have gotten a swamp. Womp womp. Okay, cool. Mill all my other stuff. I put at the bottom the Seagate. Okay. Oh no, there's the Aspirant. Yep, I think that is the game. So I'm going to come in with 3, right? So we're both down to 14. Okay. Yeah, I think they just got me with mill ability. Okay. Well, that was the final game. I have been defeated. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the quick draft of Zendikar Rising, and we'll claim the prize right here. So we have 5,555 gems. Please comment 5,555, and I'll give you 3 entries to the monthly sealed pack giveaway. Again, I am your host, Vince, also known as Chubbs. Until next time, thank you guys so much. Space Lab Gaming out.